Jersey Crypto here. Big shout out to Rari token, Rari coin, Rarible governance token. Been talking about it actually consistently, and between Gitcoin and Rarible, Rari token, in the past month, if you guys were paying attention and maybe dabbling, you probably could have made some uh, crypto gains, baby. And right now, it's doing some serious price action to the upside. So Rarible, super undervalued. I think it went all the way down to like a $50 million market cap for an NFT on ramp. Uh, I mean, it was basically. I mean, it still is pretty much a no question, it's a good opportunity. And this isn't financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. But after a huge downtrend, um, I mean, tune into my videos. Look at the coins that shoot up the most after the big downtrends because those are the ones that were underbought to begin with. And then once they go down low enough, everyone wants it. If you're the first one to actually adopt that idea, then you're going to reap the benefits more than anyone else. That's why I'm willing to talk about the unpopular coins because what happens in a you know young market? There's so much discovery to be had in a young market. Um, if everyone's focus is on what's currently trending, that's when you get the standstill. That's honestly probably what happened with the double peak that, didn't get much higher than, obviously the market came down in May and then it went back up, but it didn't get much higher than it went, you know, prior to that because everyone's focus was on the same things. Um, the money didn't move throughout the market enough. I think now that the market didn't do exactly what they thought it was in the time frame that they thought it was, because there's still a big opportunity to occur. I think that they're looking to put their money elsewhere or spread it out a little bit, especially if they're not trying to take any money out of cryptocurrency. So guys, these coins that haven't been moving, these are the ones that are going to be moving now. So, I mean, Hedera Hashgraph's going to be a big one in the next month. Rari's moving right now. This is just like one of the. This is the biggest spike in in the past month or so. But between Gitcoin and Rari, I mean, just look at the price action. It was such an opportune time to get a little trading in, stack up your bags. I have plenty of videos on Rari and why, I think, my opinion, that it's a good asset governance token to invest in. And don't be surprised if Gitcoin right now, starts doing the same thing. Um, Another thing is Sia Coin hasn't had its big run up yet. Hasn't seen it. That's another huge opportunity. Now, guys, listen to what I'm saying. Take what you can from it. I'm not telling what to do with your money. I'm only just letting you know what I do with mine. And I'm a long-term holder of a lot of these things. My Algorand, which is doing really well right now for me, I have a good chunk of it into Yieldly, and I, I mean they're paying out 11%, and it's compounding. You get it every day, not 11% every day, but you get a a fraction of that 11% daily, whatever that division would be, and it's compounding on top of itself. So, um, I mean, I'm kind of happy with this last downtrend because it got me to the point where I was like, you know what? Just in case there isn't a big run up, let me just start dabbling a little bit more into this like yieldy thing with the Algorand, and then I was able to up my bags with Gitcoin and Rari because I wasn't afraid to trade. When the market's going up, unless you're putting more money in and buying before these spikes or during these spikes that you want to just keep like doing some day trades and adding to your the assets that you like, it's hard to trade something that you've had for a while. So I opened up that part of what I was doing, and I was doing a little bit of trading back and forth between Rari and Gitcoin. I was able to start staking my Algorand and seeing the positive side of that. Other than its regular staking, rewards, 11% is substantial. So that's something that has got me even more committed to probably not letting go my Algorand. Depending on, again, if it goes to $15, be sure I'm selling some of it. You know what I mean? If it goes to $10, I'm selling some of it because I know it's coming back down from there. And the only way for it to get to $10 in the next 5 months would be, you know, like that. So when you get, this type of movement, usually that type of movement happens. You know what I'm saying? Right after the fact. So take advantage of those times when they come about, if you can. If you aren't, if you miss it, you miss it. There's always other opportunities. That's the other thing. You don't have to jump on every opportunity. If you don't feel up to the task, don't do it because you will F up. All right? Um, Nice turnaround today. January is going to be a good month for crypto. Guys, I think there was 25 views, and I took this previous video down from this morning. I was honing in a little bit too much on Ethereum, and I wasn't necessarily saying something I didn't believe, but I just think it wasn't as relevant as a video that I could have put out, and so I took it down just because that doesn't need to be out there right now. The people that saw it, I mean, take from it what you would. I just made it private, just so that more people didn't like hop in, watch my video, and it's not relevant to like what's going on currently right now because there's a lot of things in the green. And even though I wasn't talking about the actual movement of the market currently, it was just like kind of like a more negative video, or not necessarily negative, but it was more honed in on why um, Ethereum negatively affected the parabolic run up so far with the current market. So again, all these are opinions of mine. I think I make good observations, but I'm not, I'm not stuck thinking one type of way. I've been pretty good at, adjusting my mindset throughout this whole thing. And sometimes you don't come up with a game plan not to change the game plan to better suit your needs. You come up with a game plan to have a good base layer to start with and then move forward from there. So let's see what January brings us. I think that I think we're ready for some good news, something that's going to move the whole market, not something that's like particular. Something that moves the whole market is basically Ethereum news or Bitcoin news. Um, you know, the Elon Musk interview, where he brought up, Bitcoin and Dogecoin. Not necessarily the best two to compare to move the market, but I think that was one of the first things to come out, after his negative tweets with Jack Dorsey, to now turn around the outlook on cryptocurrency that has been occurring in the past 3 months. So I think we're going to see a bit of an appreciation over the next couple months. And January, February has pretty much been the expectation for the end of the really parabolic point in the market. It's just it hasn't happened yet. So we'll see if it happens within the next 2 months. If it doesn't, we just extend this like kind of slightly downsloping consolidation period, then who knows? I don't see like a huge dip off from here unless it goes up. I have videos on why the exchanges want to see it go back up. We did see that 20% bounce before Christmas. I mean, it's obvious that they're going to start doing this stuff. It started coming back down. People sell off. They're making transaction money. And then now at this point, there needs to be a run up in order to attract more people in the market because the prices are down. I mean, Rari, I'm really happy with what I did with my Rari. Gitcoin as well. Those two are going to be something that I focus on quite a bit as far as my own, bags and pay attention to. Sia Coin, I'm Mr. Sia Coin. They haven't put out their December news, which was smart because the market was in a decline. It's like dropping an album, on some tragic day, which I'm not going to name any tragic days because there's no reason to, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to, release an album on the most negative day in the past 10 years because no one's going to be paying attention to your album, right? So why would they drop news on a declining market? They're not changing the market. No matter how much I like Sia Coin, they're not changing the market right now. So they're going to wait until things are moving up, get that positive appreciation and momentum. And then once you use that positive momentum and you add some sick news to it, that's when you get that parabolic spike and get more people paying attention to your asset. So let's see what happens from here. And another thing is, too, I believe that DeFi was one of the last things to spike prior to the last, you know, rapid run up. So DeFi is starting to spike right now. We'll see where it goes. We'll get this next run up and see how far it goes up and see how much bullish news comes out. I mean, it was like such a lingering market for the past 3 months. I don't see that being the end. It would be ridiculous. Um, it would have just been like a vague ending to a mediocre movie, in my opinion. So I don't think that's the case. I think there's too much money behind cryptocurrency at this point for it to not impact as much as it can. And these next 2 months are probably some of the most important months for crypto within the next couple years. So let's see what happens. Guys, let's chase those crypto gains, baby. We got this.